Oh! Oh my goodness! Who is it? Oh, that man. That man. Folks, they say that. They say, oh, that man. They're saying it a lot lately. Oh, yeah. Sounded good. Fingers warmed up. Because, you know, folks, I don't understand this whole fan fret thing. They say, well, it's more in tune. That's perfectly in tune. I don't get it. I don't see the point of fan frets. All right. Oh, so nice, folks. Wow. What a time we're having here at the old Crewman Studios. What a day. What a week. Welcome to 2,000 subscribers. Already at 2,100 today. So thank you to everyone. And welcome. This channel is about playing 6-string, 7-string composition, and actually playing shows, which I've been quite busy with over the last couple of weeks. That's why there hadn't been too many videos. All right. And but hey, that's what I'm here for. All right. And make sure you stick around after my little intro here because you're going to go with me and see what it's like to actually play shows abroad. It's quite a big undertaking. All right. And then, of course, the more cognizant, if you will, and I think you will, the more cognizant of you are already saying, hey, Steve, you're playing a 6-string. What's up with that? Okay, well, what is up with that? Guys, this is, of course, my beautiful J Custom 6-string. This is one of my main stage instruments. This guitar stays in tune so well that I actually don't even lock it on stage. Yeah. It's just one of those instruments that is like that. It's got 9 to 42s on it, and it's super fast, and it has a lot of bass because this body is obviously really thick. It is heavier than my Les Paul. My guitars are always heavy. I do not like light guitars. I never have. I know guys say, well, I got to play, Steve, hey, you know, for 2 hours, 3 hours or whatever. Yeah, I know, but I still use wide straps on them. And the 7-string has a bass strap on it. My 7-string right here is incredibly heavy. It is very, very heavy. And it's even heavier than this one. And so, what are we talking about, guys? I'm going to try this weekend. I have a pretty long show coming up this weekend. And I'm going to try the 6 and 7. Yeah. I'm going to do the thing where you switch, play 6-string on some songs and then play 7-string on some songs. It's kind of weird, and especially when you got to do it yourself and you don't have roadies on stage to hand you stuff. I do have roadies to get the stuff there, and I may have to deploy my amp rig. I use the Matrix Power Amp, Matrix 800, and the Matrix speakers, FRs. I may have to deploy that this weekend, and I can tell you now, I am not carrying it over there. Okay? Yeah, I am not doing that. Luckily, this is a paid show, so we can afford that. And it's not too expensive, guys. We don't want to make this sound like a, some high level thing. It's not too expensive over here, but it's very worth it for your hands, and worth it for your just your overall stamina for the show. The two racks are split. I don't know that I'm going to do this. I'm going to decide later, and then kind of see what happens. I'm going to go back and forth between the 6 and 7 and see if I like that. Usually I just play one guitar the whole night. I play one, and I only pick guitars that stay in tune. I can't stand guitars that don't stay in tune. So all my guitars are very, very modern, because when you play shows by yourself with a band, there's no one else. We don't have Kirk Hammett's roadies here helping us out. So we're going to see what happens with that. And of course, the channel reached a very large milestone, and very happy about that. Very happy. A couple of things, guys. Let's have some recording news, right? This show's about recording, right? Let's have some recording news. This is going to be filed in the "What Was I Thinking" department. This is going into that department, okay? Guys, I got the Black Lion audio power conditioners for the studio. I cannot tell you what a difference that has made to the noise floor. There is basically no noise now, and I'm actually quite shocked at it. I didn't think my studio had a lot of noise. I really didn't. But when I got the Black Lion audio plugs here, it's just made a huge difference. Very, very large difference in the noise floor. So check those out if you're recording on your own. And I know on YouTube we got to say it, so I'm going to say it. No, I didn't get paid anything to say that. This channel doesn't even have any sponsors right now. This is just helpful information. That's something inexpensive you can do to help your studio and help your recording. But I got to tell you, I made a note to mention it because it really did make a huge difference. I'm looking at them over there. I bought two. I got one on the floor over here and one over there on the rack. And the electricity is actually flowing better too, because I have a meter right there and I can see the flow of the electricity. And it is actually higher, which we want. So very interesting news there, okay? Check that out. That'll help your studio, help your recording. And again, this is one of my main stage presets. This is the FM3 we're hearing. Right. This is one of my main stage presets. And I use that to open the show, and then it has clones that appear throughout the show. So that's going to be really nice. What do I do? People ask, do you use one preset? No. I use a set list, and I program the set list for the show, and then I step through it. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc., etc. Unfortunately, this one is 21. So it's going to be 21 different songs, most of which is my music. There will be some covers thrown in. I do an epic cover of Comfortably Numb that is quite popular among the citizens. All right, so we're going to do that. And guys, I'm going to let you know what happens with the 6 and 7 experiment, okay? These things are so pretty, aren't they? Isn't that nice? That's so cool. Just beautiful guitar. And we're going to do that. And folks, I don't want to take too much because I want you to stay tuned for the trip through Taipei. And you're going to see some of the venues that I actually play at. And these are the duo cover band shows that I do, which I really enjoy because it is so different for me. And step out, guys. Step out if you have an opportunity to play some different kind of style or different kind of music. Go ahead and step out and try it. Okay, I have a lot of fun at these gigs. And so, without a further ado, we're going to get right to it. And guys, you'll be surprised how beautiful Taipei is. And there's some funny stuff in there too. This is the reality of playing shows, guys. This is reality, okay? So I filmed it, and take a look at it, okay? Take a look at it. And thank you again to all 2,000 subscribers. Wow. What a deal. Thank you so much. What a great milestone. Thanks, guys. And again, there's some more video coming up this week, probably. This week we have to prepare for the show. So we'll try to get that out. And I'm going to start trying to get more video out of the actual performances and see where we go from there. All right? All right, guys, so get ready, and hey, let's go play some shows in Taipei. Notice the hand technique. Fourth finger. All right, guys, let's go on a trip through Taipei. Totally true foreign gig diary. This is part of playing foreign gigs, guys. Oh, I think my finger was on that. This is part of playing foreign gigs, guys. Here we are in Taipei. So a smart person's going to ask, well, if you're getting paid, why don't you just take a taxi? And the reason you don't take a taxi is because you can still get screwed in traffic. And you can't be late. Show up drunk, nobody cares. If you show up, you know, looking like you're there to paint the place, you can get in a little bit of trouble, but you're not going to be fired. The only thing you're going to be fired for is not showing up on time. So, to make it safe, you take the taxi. I mean, you take the train. You don't take the taxi. Take the train over to the show, and it's quite a ways. So it gives you the exact time you're going to get there. And you can see what I've done here. The guitar is on my back, and everything else is in the bag. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Just arrived backstage at the show. Here's our backstage digs. That's the way it is. And wait for it. Wait for it. This is the venue. Very nice venue. And this is the stage. And it's going to be cool. This is a big place. It's filled with many rooms. The sound, issue here is that going to be going through about 16 speakers total. So it's quite a bit. There's speakers up in the rafters, and then every room, like the room next to me, has speakers in it in stereo. So the whole thing is wired up in stereo. So let's get started. We're going to unpack the equipment. But these that want to know, see, it's like that. Coming out left and right tonight from the bracket. And looking like that, looking good. You can see the form factor really works on a stage like this. And just a monitor right there for us. And yeah, going stereo tonight, folks. It just comes right over here, right there. And it's going to work out. That's what it looks like. Looks like this from my point of view. Let's come around here. Looks like that. And the amp we're going to use mostly tonight is the Friedman C45 model. At these shows, I do use a different cab. I use a greenback. I use the basket weave. And it just seems to work in these venues like this. So there's the singer, and let's just keep going. Coming out of the bathroom now because we are in a huge mall. And this is a good sign right here. This is why they always want us. As you can see, this is the front of the restaurant. And what they do is they pipe my guitar out into the mall. And this happens every time people come by and they go, oh, who the hell's playing like that, you know? And then they see that it's a foreigner, you know? And so they try to get into the restaurant to do it, right? And so now you're seeing that. But it's a good thing, you know? They just want, you know, something different. So they see us playing in there, and then they want to come in. This happens pretty much every week. And now some jokes that only musicians get. This kid started crying when I was playing the solo to Sultans of Swing. And I was like, you little rat bastard. I said, I hit that hybrid picking part exactly dead on, you little rat. I said, what are you crying for? I hit that dead on, buddy. Right. Only musicians are going to laugh at that, okay? And then I always do a Blues Brothers because we had to play La Bamba because somebody requested it. And so at the end of La Bamba, I go, La Bamba by Richie Valens, thank you. You know, like the Blues Brothers. Theme from Rawhide, thank you. See, only musicians will think that's funny. But it was pretty funny, I thought. And so this is what it looks like. And you can see we're way back there. Big place. They're showing some kind of stupid-ass baseball game. I don't know. And here's the people waiting. So pretty cool. And going to continue on. I don't know that it's good to name your clothing company with the word douche in it. But I'm not in charge of that kind of stuff. And okay, so first set, very successful, and getting ready for the second set, and here we go. Funny shit at gigs overseas, you know. This is your energy, so this is so helpful to musicians, guys. All kinds of ginseng and vitamin B from when you drank too much the night before. Strict rule with me, I do not drink at shows. I cannot play if I drink, and I don't know why that is, but I just can't. So there you have it. Lots of characters here. As some of you saw my videos, I have Jengar behind me now. I'm so happy I found a really nice Jengar. But I don't see a Jengar here. I see a bunch of other stuff. Cutesy little stuff, right? Stitch, there's Stitch, so funny. I do not see one Jengar, guys. I see a lot of Kuromi. Kuromi's so popular here, guys, so popular. There's a little Kuromi. It's a little femme for me in my videos. This just flat out gives me the creeps. Okay, that just gives me the creeps. I don't want that around me. I don't want it looking at me. In fact, I think I'm gonna buy it just so I can burn it. All right, guys, and then so still waiting for us. Still waiting. Very good. And here's all the nasty snacks that people eat over here. They're disgusting, and I do not recommend them. They will make you sick so fast if you are not used to eating them. Funny stuff, guys, when you play shows overseas. Funny stuff. Pretty cool. Nice mall. Right? Nice mall. Place to sit down. It's a bad idea in Asia. Somebody stay there all day. And there you have it. All right, back to it. Great news, folks. The only people with 2 dogs in a stroller in a restaurant in public put their dogs right in front of the guitar player. And if they think I'm going to turn down, they are sorely mistaken. True gig stories, guys. Look at that. 2 mutts right in front of me. Oh my God. What's next? Dancing around the sun? Putting a bone through your nose? I mean, is that what's next? Wow. Epic show. Epic. There's the Gita on the back. Pretty good. Had some kids bum rush the show, which of course is hilarious, and pretty good. Got through it. A 2-hour show, right? 2 hours. Not for the faint of heart. Hardly for you guys that pay attention to this kind of crap. Hardly the Rolling Stones on Saturday Night Live all those years ago, which Keith Richards to this day says was their best show ever. It's like 4 songs. He says anything longer than that is so boring. But we did a 2-hour show, and yeah, about to head home. It's really funny. Rock and roll, still very evil. Kids bum rushing the show, bum rush the stage. Baby girl jumped up on stage, and no problems from the dog. Dog sat there, went to sleep. I said, well, you know, maybe I should have brought my fucking 5150 model out here and wake that mutt up, right? But I didn't. And guys, modelers with ARs, that's the way you do a gig like this, man. You know, you're not doing that, I don't know what you're doing. You have to now. And everybody's so happy. We control the volume, we control it, and everybody's so happy. So now comes the worst part of the show, is getting back home in Asia. And it can really suck bad. So we're gonna roll back over to the train and more as we go. All right, cats and kittens, more kittens than cats, hopefully. This is round 2 here, second night in a row. And unfortunately tonight we've got rain to deal with, and guitar here and pedal board there. This place is super fancy, so it takes a little effort to get over there. And but again, part of the deal, rain tonight on night 2 of True Gig Diary. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, folks, back out here in the rain. Not so bad. We are on an island in the middle of the ocean. Hey, nice globe. Very cool. Guys, this is where we're going. We're going right there. Up there. Way up there. And we're going to play up there in that very beautiful building next to the tower. And it's hard to get through here. You got to come like this, you know. We're at 101. Right across from it. How tall is it? Well, it's that tall. That's how tall it is. It's the tallest building in Asia, of course, except for that one skyscraper in Shanghai, but that's phony because it's empty. Nobody's there. And before I get the phone book on that, I've been to that building, and indeed there's no one there. All right, there we go. That's where the show is, folks. Gonna be brutal. Actually, it's not. This is the quietest show that I have to play. It's very hard for me to play quiet, guys. I'm really not used to that. But it's okay. And there you go. We're in the corner there, the dark corner, not the lit up one. We're in the corner there. All right, here we go. And we made it up top. And this is it right here. Once again, gig is full. Again, folks, it's a holiday here, so the gig is full. People are already standing in line waiting. And this company that owns this place, they're really good about
They have live music every night in every single one of their places, and they have probably a dozen of these across Taiwan and Taipei. And the guy who owns it is this real kind of a slick guy, and he likes to have live music in every single one of his clubs. Now it's a duo thing. We play with backing tracks because it's an intimate place where people have conversation, which is completely backwards to what I'm used to. But it's a good experience, and it's hard for a rocker to do this, but that's what we do, and looking forward to it. Gonna play some hits and some jazz covers on the 7-string, mind you, and go from there. Okay, continuing on. The approach looks like this. Really swanky place. Man, there's where we play, right there. I can't film us playing because it's a swanky place. And there you go, right there. All right, more later.